Whoa. You know, it's a funny story. I was at my work yesterday, and I was thinking, dang, this channel's scarily close to 100 subscribers. And there's a lot of things that I want to do with it that I haven't really gotten to yet. So maybe when we hit that milestone, I'll make an update video talking about it. And I checked my phone, and we hit the milestone already. I just didn't even notice. We had already gone right past it. So hey, thanks for that. We're at 100 subscribers already. That's kind of wild. But I wanted to make this video because a lot of the way the channel's been up to this point has kind of just been me testing things, and I have a lot more I want to do. And a lot of things I want to change as well. As you might know, my most recent video is different than everything that's come before it. It was me ranking all of the Tame Impala albums, which was still a relatively easy and short form video, but it was just me trying something a little bit different. Since that video's come out, I've done a lot of reflecting on it and a lot of reflecting on my content as a whole, and I realize there's a lot of things that I haven't really fleshed out and that I want to change about the format in which I do things. I believe I also kind of mentioned this. It was either my OK Computer review or my Hyperdrama review. And essentially what I want to do is change my approach to the channel, at least over time, if not relatively soon, in terms of how I make videos and what kind of videos I'm going to be releasing, how often I'm going to be releasing them, etc. And I figured now, with this milestone, is the perfect time to talk about it, and definitely a good reason to get the ball rolling, considering the channel's ball is rolling, which is not something that I expected to happen so fast, let alone at all. So thanks again for that. First and foremost, I kind of want to change the general aesthetics of the channel, like I'm going to change the icon and the banner at some point, but I also want to change the name, because don't get me wrong, as functional as Bimler's Music Reviews is for a channel name, it just makes me want to fall asleep. Like, of course these are my music reviews, anybody could see that if they watch the video, but I want to change it to something a bit more fun, maybe a bit more eye-catching, memorable. I just don't know what. If you have suggestions, I guess, leave them in the comments down below, but I'm just trying to brainstorm, and I'll definitely announce that when it happens. But that's the easiest part, because the other thing is I want to change, fundamentally, how my videos are made, and how they turn out. Music reviews are still going to more or less be the same. Every once in a while I'll be taking an album and I'll be reviewing it, but I want to put a lot more thought and effort into the actual review itself. Because right now, I'm kind of very closely resembling another music reviewer who you might know, and I don't like that. I want to do something more different than what I'm doing right now, because obviously the format of it being in VR is cool and all that, but it's a gimmick at the end of the day, and I want to do something that sets me apart from other people. Even if it's not completely original, it's something more original than just me standing in a spot and talking about an album. So I'll be messing with some stuff over the next few reviews, trying to flesh this out, and hopefully eventually they'll become completely different, but at the same time, you know, there's still going to be album reviews. The core content is going to be more or less the same. I will be talking about the album, the songs on it. I will be giving it a rating. I am keeping my rating system because as much as it is just switching the numbers with the tier list system, it's more or less the same. In fact, I actually translated it to Fantano's rating system. If you want to check that out, I put a little thing here. Don't take that as terribly concrete, but that's more or less what it translates to. And another thing I want to do, I liked the ranking video, but it's got a few problems, and I think I could do so much more with that sort of idea. I want to focus a lot more of my energy on the artists themselves, their growth, their change, and really delve into albums more when I make those sorts of videos. I want to make them a much more high-effort, fleshed-out thing. Talking more about what makes each album unique and why you should or shouldn't listen to it. There are also several other sorts of style of videos that I'm thinking about making at some point, and I don't want to go into too much detail because I'm not even sure I'm going to be doing all of them, but definitely keep an eye out for that. And, I think that about covers it. Since you stayed towards the end of the video, I'm going to give you a sneak peek on some albums that I'm looking to review in the near future. Just recently, I started listening to Frank Ocean, more specifically Channel Orange, and I've been really enjoying it, so that review will be coming out in the future. I'm way overdue on reviewing Swans' The Great Annihilator, since I've been getting into them a little bit, and I'm definitely going to talk about that album at some point soon. Obviously, Kid A, the next big Radiohead album. Definitely going to be covering that one within the next couple of videos, and continuing to make my way through their discography. I also looked at Slint's Spiderland. I'm going to be covering that at some point. And Porter Robinson's album comes out on Friday, so definitely stay tuned for a review for that. I am more than excited for it, and all the singles up until this point have been pretty dang good. If not, fantastic. But yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to say in this video. I'm sorry it's not like an actual music review. But I wanted to make this since we hit this milestone, and there were a lot of things I was thinking about doing with the channel. So I hope you enjoyed watching it nonetheless, and stay tuned. See you guys in the next one. Adios.